Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Star Citizen. This is 4.0.2, and today on the live server, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, we're not actually going outside with any gear at the moment. We don't need any at all. We're just going to get a little ship that's coming up right now for us. We're not going to be doing any missions, campaigns, any contracts. We're not going to be doing any sandbox gameplay. In fact, we're going to be doing nothing today that actually progresses our character or our account in Star Citizen. But what we're going to do is we're going to earn some karma. The way we're going to do that is we're actually going to help the community. And the way we're going to do that is by something called Datarunning. So for those of you that aren't aware, there is a very, very good website called UEXCorp.space. Now, I've been on this website many times before. You can look at anything to do with trading. You can look at prices of things. You can check out Marketplace, look for items, look at vehicles, including adding your fleet. Look for resources. You can look at all mining things that you need to understand. But one of the things I really love about this is this section called data. So if I click on the data center, this is actually going to show me all of the information. And this is a community-based website. So everything that you see here is based on reports that come through from the community. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at all of the things that are struggling. Commodities, there's a couple there. Items, there's a few. Ore sales, really struggling with ore sales at the moment. And fuel as well. Probably because there's some bugs in the game at the moment, so they're not really working that well. But what we're going to do is click on Monitor here. And we're going to look within the Stanton system, and we're just going to look at anything that's a priority that needs to be updated. So here's a good example. The commodities at the reclamation and disposal need updating, but I can tell you right now, I've actually just updated them. And as a result, this was updated 16 minutes ago by myself, and we're just waiting for that to go live. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at something else. We're going to go back to Monitor. And from here, we're going to have a look. If we click on Home, we can have a look from the Stanton system. We can even type in an area. So let's type in Microtech. Okay, so within Microtech, in fact, let's go for Port Tresla. I can see there are 3 things here. I need to go to the vehicle rentals. I need to go to, well, that one's actually Area 18. But this one is the cargo supply. So Port, there we go, Tresla, there's 2. There's one item, which is in the cargo center. And then I need to also go to the cargo center for the traveler. So I can go to the cargo center and do 2 things here. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to head back over into the game, jump into our ship, and we're just going to head over to Port Tresla. And what that's going to do is going to allow us to update this, make sure everything is accurate. I'm going to show you how to fill in a report. This can be quite a cathartic little game loop if you enjoy these kind of things. Whilst you're not progressing in the game as such, you will be earning reputation and you will be building up your status with your account on the UEX website. So if it's a website you like and you want to contribute to it, oh, then that's not a bad thing to be able to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to head out. Okay, taking off. And we'll just press F2 whilst we're here and type in for Port Tresla. Okay, it's going to take us about 4 minutes to get there. So what I'm going to do for the purpose of this video, apart from flying out sideways here, I'm just going to head out. And then as we start to quantum towards Microtech, I will pause this video and then I will unpause it as we come out of quantum travel, just to save you the 4 minutes of having to watch this while nothing happens. Okay, so whilst we're just waiting for the quantum travel to finish off, what we're going to do is have a look at a couple of things here. The first thing, if I go up to the data center itself, I'm just going to click on this for a moment. We can have a look on the tabs on the left-hand side here. The first one being the beginner's guide. This is a really, really good guide that you can go through, and it's going to tell you everything that you need to know. Now, it says sharing and forwarding is not allowed, so I'm not going to go through this in detail, but just understand here that this tells you everything that you need to know, how to report, what to do, guidelines, and everything you need to know. So Very, very good beginner's guide for you to be able to check out here. If I click on commodities, I can see all of the commodities that need updating, including the location of where we need to go. So we can see here that the Watcher's Depot hasn't been updated in 22 days. So this is just Datarunning, so I can go and find out the price of that and how much of that is. Hasn't been updated in a while. So we're going to keep on monitor at the moment. We can also do the PTU reports as well. So only 19% of locations have received PTU reports. So we can also check for PTU if it's okay, or if PTU is missing. PTU is missing. So if we just did that, we looked at the Stanton system, and we typed in Port Trez as we mentioned, then it would tell us if there was something missing there. And we can see these have all been updated on the PTU, so that's good, but we can see the ones that are currently missing. Alright, we're going to just focus on the priority missions, because they're the ones that we know that we can work on at the moment. I'm going to make sure we get these updated. So that's going to be the vehicle rental that we know we need to do. And that's because this is a priority, so just going to do these two. Alright, the first one we need to do, if I click on this, this is going to be the vehicle rentals. We'll do this one first. So we click on this. It now tells us Traveller Rentals, Cargo Centre, Port Trezla, game version. And we can see how much, what is available. We can also add an item, how much it costs, when it was last updated. Any issues, we have to add a screenshot, any additional information, and then we tick this to say we understand it. So we have to upload our screenshot as well. So we're going to get to the terminal, we're going to look at the terminal. Once we're there, we'll take a screenshot of the terminal, and then we'll update everything to ensure it is correct. So if data is still the same, click that, and it will simply just update it. If it's different, you can change it. So, nice and simple. Let's head back over to the game, just as we arrive in Microtech, and we'll get ready to land at Port Trezla and update this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, just arriving at Microtech. Just got the last 2.4 to go, and then we're going to arrive, head over to Port Trezla, and we'll be able to update this UEXCorp.space website. Obviously, having a faster quantum drive is going to be helpful. Having a ship that allows you to do expeditions and data running will make life a lot easier. Or if you're just doing missions and you fancy updating this whilst out on your missions, be really helpful to the community. If you use this website, it definitely helps to be able to contribute to make it better, at least more up to date. Alright, so now we are going to find, I say we're going to find, I think we're going to have to find an orbital marker. Let's go ahead and press F2. Orbital marker 5 we're going to have to find, so just type in Port Trezla, and it should, there we go, show us that orbital marker and where it is. So here we should be able to rent the Mole, the Nomad, the MPUV Tractor, the Cutlass Black, the Cutter, the Freelancer Max, the Hull A, and the Prospector. So those are the items. Also, if you are new to the game and you're learning the game, this can be a really, really good way for you to learn where things are, how much they cost, how to get to places. Just a really good way to be able to take some time to just learn a little bit more and help the community in the process. So we're going to come in super fast. As we get quite close, we're just going to swap over. We're bleeding out at the moment, it's fine. Okay, blacking out now, so we're going to hold X, just slow ourselves right down. And actually, because of what we want to do and where we want to land, we're just going to come down here. Now you'll notice there are landing pads here. So we can actually just land on one of these pads. So we're not going to bother going into our hangar, we don't need to. We're simply just going to do this. Bits of a ship still left there, but that's okay. We'll chuck this down. And let's head inside. Sometimes better if you've got a ship you can just jump straight out of if you haven't got to mess about. I should have opened my doors before I landed. It's all good. Here now. So let's go in. Hopefully no one steals our ship, but if they do, it's not a problem. I don't think anyone's going to take it. Oh, wait for that. And we're going to head down to the lobby first and foremost. And then we're going to go to the orange elevators because we need to go to the cargo deck. Good news is because we haven't stored our ship, it will still be there. We can just head straight back up to that pad and get back out again afterwards. Or if you're miles away from everything, you can just backspace back to where you need to be if you're in a different location. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do now we're here. We'll just click on this traveler rental here. And from here, we are just going to take a picture. So we need to take a screenshot of this. So what we'll do, we'll just take a screenshot. That is now done. And we're going to update the prices. So looking at the prices that are on here, we're going to go back to this and we can see the mole is 233,256. That's correct. So nothing's changed. We can see the nomad 30,240. Nothing has changed. You see the tractor is 10,35. That's fine. Then 52,920, 9,523. That's so far so good. And then we can see the bottom three here is 85,050. That is correct. The whole A. I'm just going to have to go back onto the screen. That looks good to me. Is 34,020 and then 73. Perfect. All right, so that is good and that is good. We'll do that. We need to add our screenshot. So we're going to click that. It's going to open up my screenshot folder, which has so many screenshots in it that I'm just going to do this on a second screen, second monitor. We'll upload that. So there's a screenshot that we took, so we can see that works. And now what we're going to do is scroll down and say, I understand, and we're going to submit this. Done. Fantastic. Now, whilst that is submitting and uploading the report, which is great, that's now done. That's perfect. That says thank you very much. 8 reports have been received, so that's great. So what we're going to do now is go back and we're going to go to the monitor again, so we can see that report has just gone in. And now, so we can see that this is a few others that are going in there as well, but we'll wait for us. We're going to go to the home screen. We'll do the same thing again. We're going to type in Port Tresla just to find out what's needed at the moment. So the other one is the cargo supply. So what we'll do is we'll head over here, just to this terminal here. Here we go. This is the cargo shop, cargo services. Now it actually tells you what to do here. So it says locate a terminal in the game, obtain the item prices such as FPS weapons, ship components, etc. So that's what it's asking us to do. Okay. So what can we go for? There's so many different things that we can do. And this hasn't been updated in a month. So what we can do here from categories is we can go for categories armor. So just swap back to the game to show you here. So category armor, subcategory arms. All right, now you know we're going to have to take a picture of this. So we're just going to go ahead and print that screen. So we'll do that. Shows us all of the information so we can see what we're doing here. So we have the ADP, the Mark IV, which is 1,521. We can see that is correct by looking on here. That's the second one down. The first one, which is at Hazard Arms, is 923. 923. So we actually need to change the price on here. The price is different. So the price on here, let's just double check that, make sure we're absolutely sure on this. Yep, 923 is the price.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. So this one is correct at 1521. Ideally, we want to move this one above it though, because this one's first, then this one's second, and this one is 584. 584, so actually changed slightly. Durability and all of these are going to be 100%. That's correct. Updated a month ago. Awesome. All right, so now that we have that, we can come down, do exactly the same thing again. We can add a screenshot. In my folder, I'm just going to grab that screenshot, which is the last one I took. All right, we understand, and we're going to submit and add another. Perfect. So now it's going to ask us, well, what do we want to upgrade next? So we've just done the armor arms. We can go down and do the next one now if we want to. All of these need to be done so we can have a look at backpacks. Backpacks were last updated again a month ago. So item has a photo, that's good. Item is all there. So again, we can go back to the game. We can go back to armor. And this is going to take some time, but this again is just one of those things that needs to be done. So having a look, we can see the price. Coming back to here. First thing we can see is actually the CSP backpack. So this one should be first. And this one is 2,500, that is correct. Then we've got the Arville, which is 1,900, and then 1,320. This is actually all correct. So we can go ahead, take a picture of that. And then we can go ahead and add that screenshot. Nice and easy. We just tick this, and then we're going to submit and add another one. And we'll just keep going down this list. So, now we're still on armor at the moment. We're going down to torso. Okay, we'll grab that picture so that we've got it. And this one, as you can see here, there's 4 items here. So we're on armor torso now. So coming back to this. I don't think this one's working. Maybe the screenshot didn't work for that one. That was the backpack one. Let's just double check, make sure. There's the backpack.
Awesome.
We understand. Submit and add another one. See if that works. Huh. Says no. Oh, because I didn't change it. It's because I didn't click that, did I? My bad. I apologise. I forgot to click the prices haven't changed. I checked them, but I didn't compare them. So let's just add this. There we go. That should be better. Okay, so now we understand. Submit and add another one. That should now be a tick. Perfect. There we go. All right, on to the next one. So we're now doing torso. Torso next. All right, 4 types of torso. First one is going to be 5587. That is correct. Next one is going to be 5168. Next one is 1780. And so is the last one, which is 1780. So the 4 of those are correct. We've already got the screenshot, so we're just going to go ahead and select that from the list. Okay. And submit another one. So as you can see now, we're building up reputation. We're doing all of this good work by checking all of this out, making sure all of this is updated. So what we're going to do now, rather than continuing and going through this, because there is a lot here to do, we're going to go through and have a look. If we click on monitor, if we click on home, in fact, if we go to our data center, sorry, there's still quite a lot of work to do here. But there we go. You can see how many reports we've now put in. No deviations. Nothing's been declined at this stage, which is great. You can also see in items, there are reports pending. So if we have a look on here, all of these have been approved already. They got approved 4 and 2 minutes ago.
I'm thinking about going on one of those Starliner cruises.
Loads of others here that have gone through, as you can see. These have all been done.
I hear the vistas are stunning.
So you can see here all of these being done, and then going through and doing these as well, helping out, adding all of these in as well. So lots of stuff here to be added as we go through, making sure everything's done. Other people doing things like shirts, legwear. So again, people going through a lot of stuff. But this keeps everything up to date, which is really, really good. And that is what I am going to continue to do. So I would urge you, if you like using this website and you want to do something meaningful to give back and to help the community, maybe a little bit bored of the gameplay loops or the game's a bit buggy and you can't play properly, then just coming into the game, getting this information and then having it so that when other people need it, it's there for them. It's a really kind of cool thing to be able to do. And as well, you will be building up your reputation within the system by being able to do this. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you use this website. I will post a link to it in the description. And also, let me know if you're a data runner. Would love to connect. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.